Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to pause for a moment and consider an organism that, despite its modest size and pace, plays an outsized role in its ecosystem, the snail. Often disregarded as garden pests or mere curiosities, snails are in fact ecologically indispensable and biologically fascinating. In the next few minutes, we'll explore their taxonomy, habitats, diet, adaptive evolution, and ecological significance. Snails belong to the domain Eukarya and the kingdom Animalia. Within this hierarchy, they are mollusks, more specifically gastropoda, a class that includes both terrestrial and aquatic species. Gastropods are characterized by a muscular foot used for movement, a coiled shell into which the animal can fully retract for protection, and a specialized feeding organ called a radula, which is a ribbon-like structure covered with microscopic teeth, kind of acting like a mouth. The structure of a snail's body is a marvel of evolutionary engineering. Many possess two pairs of tentacles, the upper pair bearing eyes for sensing light and movement, and the lower pair for tactile and olfactory sensing. This arrangement enhances their ability to navigate and respond to their environment despite their lack of speed. Contrary to the common perception that snails are strictly garden dwellers, their range is global and their adaptability is impressive. Snails inhabit ecosystems as diverse as alpine meadows, rainforests, riverbanks, urban backyards, and even deserts. Terrestrial snails typically require moisture to prevent desiccation, a fancy word for drying out, which is why they are often found in shaded, humid areas under rocks, logs, and foliage. Their ability to cling to and move across varied substrates from wet leaves to concrete walls is due to the secretion of mucus, which not only facilitates movement but also protects their soft tissues from rough surfaces and dehydration. From an ecological standpoint, their widespread distribution and microhabitat specialization make them excellent bioindicators, which means an organism whose presence reflects the health of their environment and thus the presence of calcium rich soil. More on that later. Snails are primarily detritivores, meaning an animal who feeds on dead organic material, and herbivores consuming a wide array of organic matter. Their diet includes living and decomposing plant material, fungi, algae, lichen, and decaying wood. By breaking down this material, snails play a crucial role in nutrient cycling, particularly in the decomposition process and soil enrichment. Notably, snails contribute to calcium cycling, a vital ecological service. Many species consume calcium-rich substrates such as soil, limestone, or eggshell fragments to maintain and develop their shells. In doing so, they help reintroduce calcium into the ecosystem when they get eaten, benefiting other organisms that rely on this mineral, especially invertebrates with exoskeletons and vertebrates with bones. Snails occupy a vital niche in the food web, acting as both predator and prey. They are consumed by a wide variety of organisms, including birds, amphibians, small mammals, beetles, nematodes, parasitic mites, and even other snails. Their presence supports an array of trophic interactions and allows for the calcium cycle to flourish in scale. Additionally, humans have historically consumed snails as a delicacy, escargot being a prominent example from French culture that most people are familiar with. This anthropogenic interaction has even led to the domestication and farming of certain edible snail species. Over hundreds of millions of years, snails have undergone significant evolutionary developments. One of the most fundamental adaptations is the complete digestive system, with distinct mouth and anus, a hallmark of complex bilaterian animals. As they transition to terrestrial environments, many gastropods evolved lungs in place of gills, allowing for air breathing. Their asymmetrical shell coiling, resulting from a process known as torsion, not only provides better protection but also repositions internal organs to accommodate life within a confined spiral shell. Furthermore, snails exhibit internal fertilization and produce eggs with protective coverings, increasing offspring survival rates in unpredictable environments. These adaptations reflect a highly successful evolutionary strategy for survival and dispersal. In conclusion, the humble snail is much more than a slow moving garden resident. It is a key ecological participant, a product of remarkable evolutionary refinement, and a creature worthy of admiration. Through its feeding, mobility, and reproductive habits, the snail contributes to the stability and sustainability of the ecosystems it inhabits. Thank you for slowing down with snails today. I hope you leave with a deeper appreciation for the complexity hidden in the simplest of creatures.